What's going on, everybody? It's Logan from Fick Auto Detailing. Today I have a beautiful, gorgeous blue Tesla Model 3 in the shop today, and I wanted to show you guys how you wash it without putting any scratches in the paint. So we all know how much we hate scratches. They look terrible, they ruin the look of the vehicle. So I'm gonna kind of educate you guys and show you how to wash the vehicle, but also not scratch it while you're doing it. Let's get right into it. All right, so first things first here, gonna wanna grab our two buckets. One is gonna have our wash mitts in it. The other is gonna have our soft assortment of brushes to remove dirt from any cracks, crevices. Also any bugs on the front that need to be removed. They are much harder to remove without a ceramic coating. So I do like to have those in there for the details that we do. You're gonna wanna have soap in the bucket with the wash mitt, and then just plain water in the bucket with the brushes. So we're gonna go ahead and fill those up right now. So the method we're using here with the two buckets is pretty, self-explanatory. It's called the two bucket wash method. So once again, we're gonna wanna have two buckets, one with plain straight water from the tap, and then the other one, water with soap in it, and you're gonna wanna put your wash mitts in the bucket with the soap, okay? So now that we got all that down, let's go ahead and go over pre-rinsing, washing, and everything like that. So we got our two buckets ready. What's next? So as you can see, the vehicle is pretty dirty. So, it's winter time here in Michigan, so vehicles are just gonna get dirty regardless. Road conditions are very bad this time of the year. So what you're gonna wanna do first is rinse down the entire vehicle, try to get off as much dirt as possible before putting your wash mitt to the paint. So when you're washing your Tesla, you wanna make sure you're always washing from the top down. This is gonna make sure that you're not pushing any dirt up the panel. You wanna always push it down onto the ground. So I'm gonna go ahead and start rinsing everything, and you guys can kind of see how I do it. I always start by rinsing the rims, and then I move to the paint. All right, so we finished pre-rinsing the vehicle from top to bottom. We got rid of the most dirt that we possibly could. So you're not gonna get rid of all the dirt, but you wanna make sure you try to remove as most as possible. Now what I have here is a foam cannon. I highly recommend getting one of these. This one's a little bit expensive. This one's about $100, but I use it every day. I'll leave a link for, I think it's like $35 for a Trinova one. Perfect for your weekend washers and stuff like that. Really no need to get this $100 one when you can get one for about 30 bucks. They all do the same thing, really. I highly recommend getting one of these. They make washing fun, they make it easy, and it'll also help you remove more dirt off the paint. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna start to foam the entire vehicle, cover every area possible. All right, so the Tesla is now foamed down. Now we're gonna let this dwell for about 4 to 5 minutes. This is gonna allow the soap to actually grab the dirt and pull it off of the panel, therefore removing even more dirt, therefore causing less scratches. All right, now that we let the soap sit on there for about 5 minutes, we're gonna go ahead and do our last rinse. This is gonna remove the most amount of dirt possible. So you never wanna really skip this step, because the soap is gonna emulsify that dirt, and it's actually gonna lift it off the paint and put it on to the ground. So you really wanna make sure that you don't skip this step if you wanna make sure that you're washing your Tesla and not scratching it. So we're gonna go ahead with our final rinse now. All right, so we got our 2 buckets ready. We rinsed the vehicle from the top down, foamed the vehicle, rinsed again to remove that last little bit of dirt. Now we can start the contact wash. Again, we're gonna wanna have a wash bucket with your wash mitts and soap, and your rinse bucket with just straight water. So now you're simply gonna wanna grab your wash mitts here. I'm gonna get it all soapy. I'm gonna rinse out my wash mitt in the clean water with no soap. Dunk it in the soapy water, and then go ahead and start your wash process. Always moving in straight lines. And then once you get done with one panel, you want to flip and then go to the next. And just repeat this process across the entire vehicle. Again, always making sure you're washing the top side, then moving to the bottom side. Now that I used both sides, I'm gonna go ahead and rinse my wash mitt out again. And then put it in the soap. All right, so now that we did our final rinse after the proper 2 bucket wash method, I always like to use a quick detailer. Today I'm using our SB3 line. It's a maintain quick detailer product. And I like to kind of mist the surface a little bit. This is gonna add a little bit of protection and also add lubrication for when you do dry. The towel we're using today is the Auto Fiber Dreadnought. Amazing towel. Ours is kind of a little bit beat up here, but this is an amazing towel. Highly recommend picking up one of these. Now, if your vehicle's ceramic coated, you don't necessarily need to do this step. I like using a leaf blower. Also, when you don't have any protection like a ceramic coating, or even just a sealant or something of that sort, it tends to leave a lot of streaks. So it makes it a lot harder to get it 100%. But we're gonna try our hardest today. This vehicle is not coated, so it does make it a little bit harder to wash and dry, but we're gonna get it done today. All right, so now you can kind of see we got some streaking going on here. If you don't have the vehicle coated, drying is much more difficult. So especially on darker vehicles like this dark blue or a black, you're definitely going to see the streaks a lot more. But if you do have your vehicle ceramic coated, you can basically just take a leaf blower after you rinse and you could just blow off all the water. That'll avoid the streaking issue. But for this case, I'm going to grab 2 towels, and I'm also going to grab my quick detailer that we were just using. And I'm just gonna go across the vehicle one more time to remove any streaks left over. Again, if the vehicle is coated, this is a step that you don't have to do. But if you do not have your vehicle ceramic coated, it is much harder to clean. So we're gonna have to add this additional step here. Now, Teslas are amazing vehicles. The technology is next level and they look awesome. You know, when you see a Tesla going down the road, miles before it even gets there, they're just such a icon for, you know, something new, something next level. But there are a couple flaws, it being such a new vehicle. The paint is one of them. The paint is very brittle, I guess you could say. It's very soft, very easy to scratch. If you don't wash it the right way, or if you take it through a tunnel car wash, do not take it through a tunnel car wash. You're going to scratch it. So it's very important that you take care of it the right way. This video shows you how to wash it the right way. If you guys have any other videos that you want me to do, feel free to comment it. I absolutely love making content, especially around Teslas, because they're such an awesome vehicle and I love working on them. But if you guys have any other questions for me, feel free to comment, hit me up over Messenger or something like that. That works perfectly fine for me as well. We're located in Michigan. We're a ceramic coating and paint protection film shop. And if you guys have any questions on paint protection film, ceramic coatings, auto detailing, anything that has to do with your vehicle and the maintenance that it requires, we can answer everything that you need to know. Thanks a lot for watching. Thanks a lot for watching. I really appreciate you guys, and I hope that you like this video, and hopefully you use it next time you wash your Tesla. You guys have a great rest of your day.